Which quarterbacks in the league currently do you think kind of most emulate your style?
Well, I would say Lamar Jackson for sure, and then Kyle Murray's right behind him. His style of play would be different. Then you got the guys who just play the game, from a mental and physical aspect from the pocket, pull it down the run. You got your Deshaun Watsons and Russell Wilson,
Right.
Cam Newton, and even Ben Roethlisberger do it. So, Aaron Rodgers, guys, it's not their style, but they use it to move the chains, and that's what it's for. That's what it's about.
When did you kind of change in your career from just the physical to more on the mental side and getting the playbook? Because you definitely advanced later in your career in terms of reading defenses and things like that.
Well, I figured, early, even in year two with the Green Bay and just the 2002 season in general, I felt like I was making strides in the passing game under Dan Reeves and, all the stuff that he did with Elway. I was learning and getting better at it. It was unfortunate that I got hurt in year three and didn't play the entire season until the very end, and then they fired Dan. And then from there, I had to learn the West Coast system. So, that's when Greg Knapp and Jim Moore came in. So it was a different learning curve. I had to start all over pretty much with verbiage and concepts. And so, in 3 years, that didn't go well, and they left. And then Petrino came, and, I didn't get a chance to play for Petrino, but he thought I was going to be the MVP of the league that year. So I felt like my progression in reading defenses, started really, really early when I was with Dan in 2002. And, by the time I got to Andy, I was just able to understand more and just put it all together. But, in the system and from 2007, the West Coast system, it was a balanced attack. And I understand why my coaches did it that way. Couldn't really pass the ball heavy like that. We had Marcel Ward done. So we took advantage of everything. But, man, I'm just proud of my progress throughout the years.
Mm-hmm. How do you see a guy like Dwayne Haskins progressing? He didn't play much in college, just the 1 year. Fantastic. Now, he doesn't play like you, obviously, right? He doesn't utilize his legs anywhere near the way you do. He's more, all about the arm, right? The arm talent. You had both. How difficult it is to make that transition when you've only had 1 year in college, the verbiage. Hell, he hadn't even run a huddle before, right? Called his own plays, that sort of thing. How difficult is that transition?
Yeah, it's not difficult at all when you have an opportunity to sit behind guys like Case Keenum, who has a ton of experience and knows how to play the game, and Colt McCoy. It's not like he's been rushed out there to play. He has some time to develop, and that's the most important thing for him right now. And I seen Jay Gruden at a golf tournament a couple of weeks ago and asked him the same thing. He just looked at me and just said it's going to take some time. So that's very fortunate for Dwayne to be in that position, man. You get to soak up everything. You get to gain a whole experience without having to be under pressure, and that makes it extremely easy when you step out there for the first time.